God.
So windy out.
My hair.
I had nice bangs. Jeez. I'm just waiting for my Starbucks order. Taking a little longer than usual. Hey guys, and dolls, Allie here, and today we're going to talk all about my mother's camera. We're going to get into how I came across the camera after she died, how my mother used the camera, how I'm currently using the camera, learning how to use the camera too. And I'm going to take you around the neighborhood and just kind of grab photos of what I can. So let's take you guys back home. Let's start really digging into my mother's vintage camera. I'll tell you all about it. Is my mother's Canon 81. This was a camera that was made between 1976 and 1984. Correct me in the comments if my dates are wrong, but I think it's from 76 to 84. My mother purchased hers in 1982. So this camera's got some life in it. It's been around, it's been in the family for a very long time. It even has like a vintage camera band, which unfortunately is breaking, so I have to get a new one. We've got our shutter speeds. I put everything on automatic because I'm still learning the camera, and once I feel like I've learned the camera enough, I can start playing with the settings a bit. This is the standard lens that came with the camera, but my mother does have a longer one that she bought to get photos from further away. There are a couple pieces missing because this is a very old camera. Right here, there's supposed to be some padding to help protect the battery that's within. That's missing. I never found it. This up here is a slot for a square flash, like a separate flash, so that you could have a little bit more light in your photo. My mom does have that, so it's stored. And then on the viewfinder, some people have like a rubber insert there so that it could help protect and keep their eye safe when they're taking photos, because this kind of camera is pretty close up. And then of course the lens itself has its settings proper. I left it on automatic as well because I want to again study and learn it. The only variable, I had someone look at this, is the lens itself. We don't know how much the lens itself is going to change the picture, and this is because when you leave a camera like this in the dark, like my mother did, it sort of discolors the lens. And so some of my pictures might have a yellow tone, like a sepia tone to it, because it wasn't getting any proper light. So when I found this camera after my mother passed away, one of the first things I read about was getting this lens into sunlight as quickly as I could, because the sunlight could probably help the lens change back to its original color, which is, obviously like a clear color. I still see a little bit of yellow, but I can't see it through the viewfinder. So my heart tells me that I might be fine. A little history about the camera itself. My mom took all of her photos with this camera. Those vlogs that I mentioned that I'll put in above here so that you can take a look at them. Those first few vlogs in January, when I was talking to you about cleaning up my mother's apartment, and I was showing you all those pictures that I was trying to get through and trying to send to family, which I still have boxes that need to get sent. It's a whole nother thing, a whole nother story. Those were all pictures that were taken with this guy. My mother loved taking photos. Whenever she could get her camera out to take a photo for an occasion, even if it was just to take a picture of a new outfit she bought me, like she made it a point, and it made it a celebration. And so the plan is to take this camera outside and sort of be one with her. When she passed away, a lot of what I've been trying to do is sort of live through some of her passions and some of the things that she found important. And photography for her was one of the most important things. I want to honor that, and I want to taking some photos of things that are now going to be meaningful and joyous for me, right? I have one camera roll in here already, but I have 2 more rolls that I plan on using, and those 2 rolls are going to be hopefully what I can take around and really, I'm sorry, it gets hard to talk about. It gets really hard to talk about. I miss my mom. It's a way for me to get closer to her in a way and connect to her in a way. That's why I want to do it. That's why I want to do this. And I feel like if I can do that, then it keeps her in my heart. And it keeps her with me in a way. Not that she isn't now, but it's almost like finishing the job for her in a way. And since I don't really have the therapy going on anymore, I think it would be very cathartic for me. I'm sorry. I think it would be very cathartic for me to take up this hobby and feel closer to her. So yeah, let's take it outside and let's see what I could grab around Harlem. Kind of just feels like I'm doing something that she would be doing right now if she had her camera working. And it kind of makes me feel closer to her. But now I want to cry. Now I want to cry. I'm really happy that we figured out how to fix the camera.
outside again today to get some more photos on the camera. It's also cloudy and windy, so I don't know how pretty they're gonna come out. This wind is so crazy. My bangs are like all over the fucking place. So yeah, that's been like my general day, is that it's so windy out, but A, it's kind of crazy what the photos might look like, and B, like I can't even keep this camera stable. So I'm gonna go back inside where it's nice and warm.
So what'd you think? I get to use this as an opportunity to be outside and grab pictures of things that are meaningful for me, and this was good for me in a lot of ways, especially as her birthday is coming closer and things of that nature. I just want to honor her. I want to honor her, and this is probably the greatest way for me to do it. And I'm so happy and I'm so proud that I was able to figure out a way to restore this camera, and I can't wait to show you guys, and I'll probably show you guys in another vlog because it's gonna take some time for me to develop them. Yeah, I'm really happy right now. Really happy. Okay, guys and dolls, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you give it a like and comment below with what you thought about the camera. Would you do something like this? Have you done something like this? I would love to know your experience in the comments. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. April is just around the corner, and so the weather's gonna get better. The sun is starting to go down at 7:30 again. All will be well soon enough. You'll definitely see this camera in a lot of different vlogs from here on in. I plan on taking it with me practically wherever I go. I can't wait to keep living through my mom in that kind of way. I thank you guys, I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one.